Alright, welcome back to another trade recap. New week, new day. And I lost 387, which is fine. I mean, if you look at my winning days, I'll live with 387. Um, and yeah, I'll get right into it. Um, this is the trade. Stop was more around here, but I'll get into that in a bit. So, let's pull up my journal. Going into the day, I was bearish, and this is what I had wrote in my journal beforehand. I'm bearish, and right now I'm looking at this 1 hour to see if we created a range, and if not, I'm looking at London high and the gap above it. So I was bearish going into the day, which probably wasn't the greatest bias, but I was. And I liked this. I wanted to see if this candle would create a range, which obviously it didn't. And then I was looking above London high in this 1 hour gap. Um, and yeah, I guess it was kind of unfortunate. I don't really know where I got this bias from. Looking at like just zooming out, like if I zoomed out, I'd be like, oh, we're obviously bullish. But whatever. And then we did get a kind of a setup for me. Um, um, and yeah, so price off open shot immediately to take out London high on NQ, but not ES, creating an SMT. As you can see, shot up, took out London high NQ, but not ES, created an SMT. My first mistake was not looking at the previous day low SMT that was created with YM. And yeah, as you can see, YM took all this out off open. And I wasn't really looking at it, which is obviously a great sign to go a lot higher. Yeah. Whoops. So I missed that. And we were delivering from the 2 a.m. 1 hour fair value gap, which I gave way too much power today. Because it's really like just not that big of a gap, not that prominent. This is the 2 a.m. gap that I was talking about. It's just not that big, so we did tap it. And we're also delivering from the NWOG, which I did like and will continue to look at. As you can see, we were delivering from the NDOG, which I do like. And yeah. And since we were delivering from the 1 hour gap, I should have looked at the 5-minute CISD or 5-minute confluences, but I got impatient and I got way too zoomed in, and I looked at the 1, which did mechanically look good. So I probably should have looked at the 5. There's really nothing to trade here because we're delivering from the 1 hour, not really like a 15-minute. But I looked at the 1, and there was a decent setup right here. We had external SMT with London high and internal SMT with the 933 high between NQ and ES. Obviously London high SMT, internal SMT with here, and then we had this displacement, which I liked. I entered after the 940 candle, and we got the 1 minute CISD and inverse of the 931 fair value gap, which was the first presented fair value gap. So like it did mechanically look like a good setup. If this was like a big 15-minute gap, it would have been way better. But since it was a 1 hour, I shouldn't have really zoomed into the 1 minute. But it did good. This is good displacement, good for like good gap, and everything. And I pretty much bottom tick longs with my entry and got stopped pretty fast. As you can see, I entered here, and it went down and then went right back up on me. I risked 500 every trade, but I didn't lose 500 because I got out when 939 FEG was inversed. So I got out when this was inversed around that candle for $387 loss, which is fine. I'll deal with that. This was the second trade I've lost since I've really been doing the strategy, which was the beginning of the second week of August. Not August, September. And both of them, I would say, were both because of a lack of patience. Because I really didn't have, I mean, I had some, obviously, framework behind it. But I could have been way more patient and avoided this, but I hopped in. But yeah, that's it for today. Obviously, a lot of potential long today I didn't capitalize on. I think the main thing is just this previous day low with YM. And then just this, I don't know, maybe like this could have been an entry when we went up here, or like when we reversed this. I don't know. But a lot of potential today, but I didn't get it, which is fine. What am I trying to say? Minimize risks. Only lost 387, which is fine with me because I can make 3x that. Oh, on this day, I almost made 5x that, 4.5x that. So, yeah, I'm not too upset with today. Could have been better, could have been worse. So, yeah, that's it for today, and I will be back tomorrow with another trade recap.